Medieval drama also helps us experience the past as something that is familiar and relevant to our daily life, rather than something that is foreign or distant or unknowable.
I mean, this is a world that is in some ways so far away from where we are now, and in other ways right up against our life today.
The conversations about worldwide cultures, about nationalism, about gender, about race, about sexuality, about religion, all of these conversations that we're having today happened in the Middle Ages, and they are expressed in the theater and performance that happened around the world in the Middle Ages.
I've been struck anew by how much medieval biblical drama and medieval saints plays deal with issues of power and authority and sovereignty. And it seems to me now more than ever, as we think about the importance of these issues in the contemporary world, medieval drama is newly speaking to me.
Medieval drama belongs to a moment that understands the world, understands the self, understands culture and society in strikingly different ways from the way that we understand those things. What I think that does is it sort of puts a little bit of pressure on the sort of systems and structures that we exist in now. And in that moment of irritating what we find customary and normative, we can find ways of asking new questions, of noticing things we wouldn't have otherwise noticed.
I think the reason we don't talk about medieval drama as much is that when modern drama does this, we use all these fancy terms, right? We talk about meta-theatrical moments and discursive, disruptive behavior. And medieval drama is doing the same things, but we don't call it by that terminology. And so it looks like it's not as advanced or sophisticated when we can use those words with it if we wanted to.
I started studying early English theater as something that was very much a part of the past. But over the last few years, as I've come in contact with community members and theater practitioners who bring medieval drama into the 21st century, I've learned a lot about how the contemporary world can help us understand medieval theater. People are involved in the plays because they just love theater. They love to connect with an audience. People do it because it's an experience of faith. People do the plays because they believe in their city's past and they want to connect it to the city's present and its future. And I think all of those reasons would have been equally true for casts and audience members in the original situation when these plays were being performed.
It's an unusual premise to think that you might need the contemporary world to understand something that is 500 years old, that our daily life, our encounters in the contemporary world give us tools that can actually help us understand that drama better than we might if we think about it as an archive that is sealed off from the present, that only inhabits the past and can only be understood in terms of its original frames of reference.
Theater is alive. Theater is something that is a reflection of the culture, of the people that make theater today. And we can, yes, do a reflection on the past, but more importantly, we can experiment with what medieval drama can give us today in our world and the window that gives us into the future.